Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Woman in the Window. Amy Adams. Anthony Mackie is in it. I want to say Gary Oldman's in it, right? Julianne Moore. Yep. Gary Oldman. Julianne Moore is in it. Jennifer Jason Leigh. Wyatt Russell. A lot of good people in it. But it's only 5.8 on IMDb, but 25,000 people have rated it so far. So nobody's really going to watch this review because you've all seen the movie so far. But just in case you haven't, I'm going to watch it. It's about a woman who has I don't know how you say it. She's fear of going outside, I think is what it is. It's called, I'll give it a shot, sure. Agoraphobic. Woo! That was just fun for you, right? So she's obviously sees an acts of violence through her window as she's confined to her home, and I don't know what happens. But very low scores. Hour and 41 minutes on Netflix, so I'm getting into these Netflix films, so alright, we'll see what happens. Let me watch it for a little bit, give you a better idea. I'm sure you've probably already seen it, but in case you haven't, I will tell you what it's about, and I'll tell you if it's worth watching. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Woman in the Window. No check-ins tonight, here's why. I mean, you kind of know what the movie's about, and normally I give you a better idea as I get about halfway through it. But really, right when I was about to do it, it really got into, there's, I don't want to say twists and turns, but there's twists and turns that I didn't want to spoil it for you. So let me give you a better idea of what I can. So Amy Adams plays this person who's fear of going outside, and she actually is a psychologist, but she meets with a psychologist as well to help her with her issues, and there's a lot more that goes on, but I'll let you watch all of it. I think the gist of it is the fact that because she doesn't leave her house, she watches the neighborhood all day long, and so she knows everything about everybody. How she can, I guess she can read lips and stuff, whatever. They get some new neighbors across the street, and she starts to meet these new neighbors. And that's where Julianne Moore comes in. And then another kid comes in. Hold on one second, I gotta look up his name. But essentially she's meeting them and continuing to watch everything outside to see what's going on. As she's watching, she sees a domestic, a domestic issue. Violent. I think that's the way it was said in the synopsis. There was a violent issue that she sees through her window. And I want to get the kid's name real quick, but while she sees this issue happen, so she's starting to make people aware of it. So she's kind of has met everybody over there, the family, and she's trying to say, hey, there was an issue going on. Let's get the cops involved. And that's where things start to kind of unravel a little bit, if you will. So, as you can imagine, somebody who's in their house all the time, heavily medicated, working with a psychiatrist, things might not be that believable coming from her. So that's where it all starts to get twist and turny, and I was going to start to tell you a little bit more about it, but I don't want to, because that's where all the fun, I would say, happens in a sense. So why it's below, it's a low number, 5.2 I think I said it was. I don't know. I liked it, and here's the thing. I'm not an Amy Adams fan, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but I've never been an Amy Adams fan. I think, I don't think she played a good Lois Lane, but, I'm a Margot Kidder kind of guy. I didn't like Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane either. But anyway, the actor I wanted to tell you about, Fred Hechinger, 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 Fred Hechinger. He plays the kid from next door. Sorry, that was poorly done, but I wanted to get his name out there because I thought he did a really good job. I liked his acting in this. It's worth watching. And as I was saying, Amy Adams, I thought she did a good job in this. I'm not normally a fan of her, but I thought she did a great job in this role. This role was perfect for her. You know, I think she really got into character. I mean, even physically. You know, like she stayed home in a robe, looking like she stays at home in a robe all the time, and act like somebody who stays inside, takes medications, needs to meet with a psychiatrist. So I thought it was a good job her playing that role. Again, I'm not a big fan of hers, but wanted to see it anyway. So she's also Wyatt Russell plays her tenant. So she has a whole house. He kind of lives in the basement. You know, Gary Oldman, he's the neighbor across the street, and Anthony Mackie plays her husband. So that's how everybody is in their different roles. But really, it's about what she sees, and then what is real, what's not real, and who believes and who doesn't believe. That's what the whole thing's about. But I thought it was pretty well done. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I have my own predictions on these kinds of things like I normally do. I was not right. So they leave clues too, so it's not like sometimes movies like this, it's just like they come up with the ending at the end. And it's like, oh, no, they did a good job of at least trying to allow you to kind of try and figure out what's going on your own. I don't think you can figure out the whole thing on your own, but that's okay too. But for me, free Netflix movie, a little long. I felt because I felt a little bored checking my phone for a little bit there. But otherwise, I liked it. I thought it was an interesting plot line with some decent twists and turns, done with two really good acting pieces. The kid, that Fred kid, and I thought Amy Adams did a great job in her role. So there you go. That's what I got for you. I think it's a little bit more in depth than some of my last reviews. I was not proud of what I put out there, but I had to put them out there anyway. This one's a little bit better, I think. So hopefully it was helpful. Probably nobody's going to see it because 25,000 people have already rated it on IMDb. But if you're one of the watchers here, I appreciate it. Thank you. At least hit the like button if you don't want to put a comment in. Subscribe if you haven't. But if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I truly do. So thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.